Hello everybody. Today I want to talk about something. One sec. Sometimes my life is like that match. It's burning down at the seams. Never know when it's gonna end, but it's always burning down. And today we're talking about the art of self-destruction. So, me myself, I'm a very self-destructive person. Not that I try to be, not that I want to be. But it has led to a bunch of negative energy and negative thoughts in my head and in my life, and I've always thought I could never get where I wanted to be. Now, I don't think that that's my fault, but I do see a change in mindset in myself. So, when I first started doing this stuff, honestly, it started with drugs. It started with a lot more drugs than just this and some weed. And I was ruining my fucking life. And every single time where I thought I was getting somewhere, I would fall apart and I would break down and I would be in the worst position possible. Now, most of the time I would get suicidal. I would go down a rabbit hole. I would do a bunch of shit to kill myself, and that wasn't the right way to go. Everything can change. Everything will change. Everything does change. Nothing stays the same. And that's something we all know. It's about patience, really. We learned it as kids, but we tend to forget it as adults. Patience is a big thing when it comes to self-destruction. You want to wait. You want to wait it out. You want to evaluate the situation. You don't want to sit there and think it's all gone, because nothing's ever gone. Until you're dead, it's not gone. You're still here. You still got time to do what you got to do, and you should take advantage of that. I guess where I'm trying to go with this is that self-destruction in itself isn't a curse. It's not a blessing, but it's a tool for rebuilding. Now, every time I've fallen down into that depth of sadness and depression, when I've been that way, I have always found a way to rebuild. And I used to be a very emotional person. I still am, but I used to just bawl my fucking eyes out over and over and over every time something happened. But through that pain, I learned to grow stronger, kind of put some calluses on my hands, you know? And with that, I feel like now I'm at a position in my life where I've gone through so much that when other people are, I can understand it better. And when the world is kicking my ass, I can kick it back. I used to never be like that. I used to just let it kick my ass. But now, I feel like through that pain, I've rebuilt over and over. Because I've fallen down, you have to rebuild once you've got nothing left, you know? You either die or you got nothing left, and you gotta rebuild. So I've rebuilt multiple times over and over and over, and it's always fallen apart. But through that rebuilding, I've learned to grow stronger. And I think that's the main part of life itself, is that it's a journey of growth and experience. Not necessarily where it's going to end, not necessarily how it starts, not what's happening in the moment, just the journey you take in life and how you feel and how the experiences make you feel and everything about it, how it culminates into this beautiful mass of a journey. And I feel like a lot of people don't think about that. They think about what's happening in the moment. They don't think about it's going to get okay. They just think it's going to keep going wrong. And now I know some people believe in spirituality with law of attraction. Some people believe in the science of it. It's real. Obviously it's real. It works. You have a positive mindset, things will go nice. Things will go smoothly. It's just a matter of how you portray it. But the law of attraction is a very good way of rebuilding your mindset and tuning in to your positive thinking. And I learned that throughout the years just by falling apart and trying to say, hey, it's going to be okay. And every single time, I'm still here. I should have died God knows how many times in my life. I've overdosed countless amount of times, and I'm still here. It means I've got something still to live for. And while I'm here, I want to take advantage of that. You got to keep rebuilding. You got to keep looking forward, keep thinking positive, and you got to just take the punches. You get hit, take it, you get your ass back up. You don't sit there and dwell. Because I know it's a really hard thing to hear for some people, and it would have been for me a long time ago, but it's true. It can really change your life just rolling with the punches and living life free-falling, you know? There is an art to self-destruction. People just don't see it as that. They see it as everything's falling apart. It's not everything's falling apart. It's a chance for rebirth and regrowth. Alright, thank you. Bye-bye.